Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Excuse me. To another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, talking Ravens all day, every day, with your host Justin P. And one of my other co-hosts, David Woods. And here comes the other co-host right here popping in. She a little tardy today, but it's okay. Miss Shannon Finch. It's episode 109 for the YouTube channel and for all audio versions, season 2, episode 17. All the links are right there in the description, so we don't gotta go into that. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Like, subscribe, share. We trying to keep growing the channel, so it doesn't cost a penny, to hit that sub. David has some great topics for us, man. Shannon had a hell of a show Tuesday. She came with some great topics. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and let Dave kick it off and get the ball rolling. So, go ahead, Dave. Floor is yours.
All right, so you already know it's off season. We got a whole lot of stuff to cover, man. So we gonna get into it. If you seen Tuesday's show, you see Justin and Shannon, they did their mock draft. So we gonna start off with Super Dave's mock draft. I mean, this right here, this is like magic. This is some of the future superstars you're gonna see for the Ravens. Cause we already close. I think I'm just getting over the tough loss from Kansas City, but we're still right there. We used a couple more things, and we're gonna get into it. So here's my mock draft, man. And I did the mock draft with no trades. So
Mm-hmm.
we're just going off of all of our picks. So in the first round, pick 30, I picked Jordan Morgan,
Okay.
tackle guard from Arizona, because we need some help on the offensive line. Round two, I don't know if this guy's still gonna be there, but I hope he is. Round two, pick 62. Xavier Legette, wide receiver, South Carolina. This dude is a game breaker. Kind of built like an AJ Brown type of receiver.
Mm-hmm.
All right, round three. Little help in the secondary. I get a cornerback, Renardo Green from Florida State. Solid corner. He's gonna fit right in that nickel. Round four, I get an edge rusher for us. Round four, pick 113, Austin Booker, edge rusher from
Kansas,
Kansas.
Kansas, yeah.
Yeah, I like that kid. He got some upside. Also, round four, 130, a little more help on the offensive line. I get Layden Robinson, guard,
Texas
Texas
A&M.
A&M. Yep,
Yeah.
big guy right there, 6'5", big guy. Round five, linebacker Curtis Jacobs out of Penn
Penn
State.
State, yeah.
Yep. Round six, a little more help for the secondary. Three corners. Willie Drew, cornerback, Virginia State.
Okay.
Round seven, I get Ananias Smith, wide receiver from
Texas
Texas
A&M.
A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Slot receiver, little guy, great speed, can also return kicks. And last pick, 250, Kendall Milton, Georgia, running
Running
back.
back.
He might know the system.
Yeah,
Todd Monken, he's from Georgia, so that's
yeah.
my mock draft.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, good one. That was pretty good,
All
man.
right.
Shannon had most of the prospects you had, so pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, like I said, great minds think alike, man. What's up, Shannon? What's up, babe?
Hi.
Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into these topics, man. This
Yes,
one's
sir.
hot. Everybody's seeing it. Everybody's talking about it. How much better would a Ravens backfield be with Derrick King Henry? What you got for me, Shannon?
We talked about this before the trade even went through, like what it would be like to have him back there. And my answer then was, you talk about having a run game that opens up your passing game. I don't really know how you can stack the box and feel comfortable doing that, having Lamar and Derrick Henry in the backfield. Because at that point you're opening up so many people and tight ends, wide receivers. It could go on and on. And I also just feel like, like a lot of times last year we talked about wishing we had, a true running back number one. I think we have that with Derrick Henry, and also with having him, we should have more manageable third downs. So I think he can only help the offense, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what else Eric DeCosta does this offseason.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. What you got for me, Justin?
Man, Man, this was golden right here, man. Like he was meant to be a Raven, man. Like we tried to trade for him last year at the deadline, and Eric DeCosta confirmed it today. He did try to trade for, it didn't fall through. So yeah, man, you talking about future first ballot Hall of Famer, man. The guy just really a year or two moved from 2,000 yards, man. So every time he gets the ball, he's falling forward for 4 or 5 yards. Now pass protection is going to be a lot better because now he picks up a lot of blitzes. So now when you go our heavy personnel with him and Ricard right there, man, like Shannon said, we should be in third, no more than third and three, third and four at worst. Because like I said, he falls forward every time. So he missed 4 games last year and still went over for 1,100 yards. So he don't miss those games. He well over 1,600. So
Absolutely.
now teams, like you said, teams they can stack the box if they want to. Cause now you got one-on-ones outside with, like you said, Zay, Bateman, Aguilar, both the tight ends. I'm gonna say Kolar too, because he's gonna get some playing time. They said Isaiah Lakely, Mark Andrews. There's just so much you can do. Cause now on the goal line, just like Gus led the league in rushing touchdowns on the goal line, now Derrick Henry probably gonna do the same thing, if not more. So yeah, like Shannon said, now we got showing up Bell Cow back, and then when Keaton Mitchell gets himself healthy, now he's the change the pace guy. So yeah, it was great all around, man. Like I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, the number one rushing attack led by MVP Lamar Jackson. You had the number two rusher in the league, Derrick Henry. They're gonna put up video game numbers. I mean, come on, man. Let's stop playing games. Like you just said, Justin, 1,167 yards, and you missed 4 games. And he came out a lot of times. Like a lot of times on third down, they had, the backup runner. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Oh, Ty J. Spears.
Yeah, Tajay Spears. He was in the game a lot. So he wasn't even really in the game. He could have had 1,500 or more than that. And he's behind a bad offensive line with an average passing attack, with having to go against a loaded 8-man box. I mean, you throw Lamar Jackson's 821 yards, that's 2,000 yards right there in the backfield together. And then you still got Keaton Mitchell. Justin Hill, he stepped up a little bit last year. So, I mean, the rushing attack it's in pretty good hands. I think King Henry gets about 15 plus touchdowns this year.
Easy.
Oh yeah. All right. Now we got that out the way. We're gonna change it up. I got something new for y'all out here. We're gonna play a game called Deal or No Deal. I know you heard the game show before, but we're gonna do it talking Ravens all day, every day style. Ready? All right for some deal or no deal?
Yes, sir.
I mean, come on, man. Give me some juice. Give me some energy, baby. All right, let's go. Our first contestant on Deal or No Deal is Jadeveon Clowney. Deal or no deal? What you got for me, Shannon?
Deal. Well, I kind of deal, but I don't know if it's true or not about him signing with the Panthers. I kept seeing reports of that on Twitter, but I didn't see anything official. So my answer is deal. He had his best season with us last year. Everything that I expected of him, he exceeded that. Like he met it and exceeded it as well. He can't hurt to come back. I don't know what he will be looking for monetarily, but definitely if we can get a deal done with him, I'm all for it.
What you got for me, Justin?
I'm gonna echo the same thing Shannon said, deal, because like you said, he had his best season, 9.5 sacks. Although he did do that before with Houston, but he just looked so much alive. It looked like we just, it looked like he was having fun again. Playing football. He just fit in so well, and he loved the organization, the culture. So definitely deal.
I agree with both of you all. Yes, deal. 31 years old and one of his best seasons as a pro. 9.5 sacks, and could have had at least 5 more. He could have had 14, 15 sacks, 43 tackles. He did a great job in not only rushing a passer, but setting that edge against the run. He was huge. But, I think you bring him back, give him 2 years, between 16 and 20 million. That's what I think he's good for. I think he just went to Carolina to kind of, All right, Ravens. Hey, you people, other people want me. What we gonna do? So
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just and he's from South Carolina. So, but
Yeah,
come on, now. Why would you want to go?
he testing the
Yeah,
waters. He testing the waters. That's all.
Yeah,
but you
I
want
ain't mad at that.
right. I mean, you want to go to the sorriest team in the league, or you want to take a chance to win a Super Bowl? I think you coming back. So I agree
Mm-hmm.
there. All right, contestant number 2. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drum roll, please. Kevin Zeitler. Deal or no deal? What you got for me, Shannon?
Um, I would say deal, because we're still trying to, solidify the offensive line. It doesn't hurt to bring somebody back that's familiar with the guys because the offensive line, like the offense and defensive line, is basically it sets us the tone for your offense and defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like it can't hurt to bring him back. I don't know what type of money he would want, but if we could get a deal done, I would definitely be for getting a deal done.
What you got for me, Justin?
All the same, because like I said, this the offensive line is the most important part, of a football team, especially offensively. And you want a guy that yes, he's low up that age, but still you can give him a 1 or 2 year deal.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I said, Zeitler's Pro Bowler, been playing well since he's been here. So and he add the trust of Lamar, so definitely that's key. So like I said, I would get him for a 2 year deal. Still draft a guard or whatever, somebody so they can
Hmm.
learn,
Yeah.
and groomed on them. But yeah, like I said, we're trying to win a Super Bowl right now. Like we got to worry about right now. Then we'll worry about the future and all that when in due time. So I will say
Hmm.
deal.
I agree with both of y'all. Bring him back. 34 years old, made his first Pro Bowl. He still has plenty left in the tank. Great run and pass blocker. Now look, you tested the free agency. You didn't get the big bag you thought you was going to get. You might as well come on back. We're going to give you a 2 year deal, maybe like 14 million. I think he played for about 6.5 mil last year. You might as well come on back and help protect Lamar, man. So, all right, y'all ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
On Deal or No Deal. Contestant number 3, Kyle Van Noy. Deal or No Deal. What you got for me, Shannon?
Um, I'm okay with bringing him back. Like if we again, I feel the same way I feel about Clowney. I mean, the fact that you can get a guy off his couch and come in and make the impact that he made, um, I don't think you could ask for anything more. And I think that he was ready. So I mean, you give him a whole off season to be prepared. To be, even though we're going to have a new defensive coordinator, it'll probably still be a lot of the same, you know, logic and mindset of how they want to go about it. And again, somebody that's familiar with the rest of the guys. Some of the best teams try to stay consistent and try to stay together. So we lost a lot of guys already to other teams. The more guys that we can bring back from last year will be beneficial to everybody that's on the team. So I would definitely say deal. But again, it just comes down to the money. I don't know how much we know how the Ravens can be tight when it comes to veterans. So it just depends on the money and if any other teams are interested in him. But I would love to have him back.
I agree. What you got for me, Justin?
I say deal. I give him a 1 or 2 year deal because, like I said, it wouldn't hurt. Because, like I said, he also had a career year with 9 sacks. Um, like I said, he brings that veteran experience, and he's played. He's won 2, 3 Super Bowls. So you
Hmm.
need guys like that if you want to win a championship. You need some Super Bowl experience. Like you said,
Yep.
Bowser's gone, which we all seen coming. But so we need somebody. We need them guys right now. Because right now, as it stands, your only pass rushers on the roster is Daffy Way. Ojabo's coming off injury. Tavius Robinson and Malik Ham, who hasn't, really gotten a chance to prove himself. So you have to bring those two back.
I
Hmm.
totally agree with both of y'all. Well said by both of y'all. Listen, yes, bring this guy back. 32 years old. And he just got on. He just said, hey, I can still play. I don't know what you all were seeing. I mean, I'm not talking about you all, but Raven Nation, he was the
Hmm.
missing piece of the defense. When he came in at week 4, you could see a difference when he got on the field. He just
Hmm.
brought
Hmm.
a presence. He brings leadership. Like you just said, 2-time Super Bowl champion. I mean, come on now. He had 30 tackles, 9 sacks. This was a big reason him, Clowney, that's 18 and a half sacks out of the 60 sacks to help us lead the league. this year.
Mhm.
You might as well come on back, Kyle Van Noy. I got 2 years, 10 mil for you. That's why I give him. You know what I'm saying?
That's about right. That's about right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Might as well come on back, man. You 30, 32 years old. They're not gonna throw you a whole bunch of money. I mean, come on now, you're good, but you're a little older. They want the Brian Burns. They want the 25, 26-year-old guys. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you might as well come on back. Let's win it, man. All right, I got two more guys for y'all. Contestant number 4,
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Maulet. Shannon dealing no deal. What you got for
He's a cornerback, right?
Yeah,
him?
number
Yeah.
10 that came from
Yes.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Deal. Right now, we're kind of light at cornerback. Again, last year we had a lot of guys in and out in the secondary, and it really didn't make a difference. And it wouldn't hurt to bring somebody back that's familiar with the group. So, deal.
Okay. What you got for me, Justin?
Yeah, deal. He shouldn't command a lot of money because we need a nickel that we can trust. He can blitz, he can tackle, cover
Mhm.
pretty well. Like, yeah, definitely deal. Because like I said, Pepe and Jalen and Davis have looked like wasted draft picks right now. I have to straight beat up honest. Like we passed up Tariq Woolen and Kobe Bryant to draft those two, and those guys in Seattle going nuts. So it's like, and then like I said, yeah, and Marlin's coming off injury. Outside of Brandon Stevens, we got 4 corners that's coming off injury because you still put Marlon Humphrey up there too. So yeah,
Mhm.
we definitely need to bring him on that back, and he shouldn't cost a lot. So definitely do.
Hey man, I don't know. I just heard something that they got Jalen Armour Davis and Pepe Williams for stealing money. I heard they locked them up. So you know, what I mean, hopefully they get off on probation. They stealing money. They need to play. We need you on the field. So I agree with both of y'all, man. Arthur Malek, come on back. This guy he just makes plays
Mhm.
every game. He gets a deflection or gets a sack. This guy, he just always around the ball. He's a decent cover guy. He's not great, but not bad. He's a good tackler, good blitzer. I mean, come on now. I got 1 year, 2 million for you. You might as well come on back, Arthur Millette. You know,
Mhm.
I really wish we could have kept Ronald Darby, but I would really like to have Millette back since we ain't got him. All right, now, last but not least, contestant number 5. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see what y'all gonna say about this one. Drum roll, please. J.K. Dobbins. Deal or no deal, Shane?
Good one.
Um, I have to say it depends, right? So on the surface, it's deal, but I'm saying it depends because I don't know where he's at mentally. Because he wasn't happy in a playoff game when we were against the Bengals because he didn't get his touches. Then he comes in and get hurt. I don't know if the Ravens have even approached him about a contract, but I don't think that it's even fair to expect that from them at this point, just based on, how things have went for him and him whether he could been available for us. So yes, on the surface, I'm saying deal because I feel like J.K. Dobbins is special. He could have been running back number one if he was. I felt like he could have been that this season, and I just feel like we didn't get a chance to really see that from him. So it wouldn't hurt to bring him back. Sign him to and it probably wouldn't cost a lot just based on his situation, even if you gave him a 1 year deal. And also with having Derrick Henry here, like even with him and Keaton Mitchell, they don't have to feel pressure to come back so fast because even if we bring in a guy, I mean, we still have Justice Hill, we have Derrick Henry, and if we need to bring in another guy while they're recovering, we could do that and then put them on a practice squad when they come back or when they're available. So I definitely don't think it hurts because again, Derrick Henry isn't supposed to be our long-term goal, and we really never got a chance to see J.K. Dobbins, at his full potential. So I would definitely say deal, but it just depends on where he is. Because if he's, some of these guys get little emotional, and if he's emotional or upset about anything on a business side of football, then I'm like, I don't know, But on the surface, yes, I say deal.
Okay. What you got for me, Justin?
I'm gonna say deal because he's recently been on Twitter talking. I don't know if y'all saw it. He say he's cool. He say he want to come back with a proven deal because he feel like he has to prove that he's durable.
Hmm.
He said that the guys who do the Ravens watch stuff
Hmm.
like Ryan Making and Ryan Downing and all the other guys like that. Like, yeah, he said he's cool with that. He said he has to show that the ability for him is not the question; it's the durability. So he said if he got to
Hmm.
play on a 1 year proven deal, he says he's all for that because he wants to stay here. And so having Derrick Henry preserves J.K. Dobbins. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
now, you know, that helps a lot. Like I said, it wouldn't cost much. It would be like $3-4 million, maybe $5 at the most. So yeah, I'll say
Right.
deal for the simple fact it's not going to cost us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, look, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say wait until after the draft
Okay,
because there's a lot of pretty good backs that can go in the mid to late rounds.
right.
But I'm good with bringing them back for a backup role, like we just said for Derrick Henry. I mean, why not? This is low risk, but could be a high reward.
Absolutely.
So
Mm-hmm.
I agree with bringing them back, but I would just wait because there's a lot of good running backs. I mean, there's not. I think late second round, third round is when they're projecting running backs to really even get drafted.
Hmm.
So there's going to be somebody there in the fourth, fifth round that can come in and play.
Right.
So all
Mm-hmm.
right, all right. So now we got that out the way. Deal or no deal. Raven Nation. I hope y'all liked it.
Great. It was great.
So we try to
Yeah.
do something different for you all. I mean, new season. We're gonna bring some new juice to y'all. All right, now let's get to a big one. Y'all ready for this big one right here? I'm gonna hit y'all with this one. What do you think about Patrick Queen? What you got for me, Shannon?
So, Justin told me something that I didn't know. And I didn't say anything about it, but I took Justin for his word. He probably saw it or heard it somewhere that he turned down more money elsewhere. And to me, that's when I know that it's personal. I feel like
All right.
as fans, like for me, I don't really get into the whole like some fans always say, why y'all taking this out of billionaires? I don't really get into all of that because that's millionaires and billionaires talk. I'm a thousandaire. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got
Right.
nothing to do with nothing they got going on one way or another.
Right.
So when you talk about, I hate when it's like we understand when it's a business, when it's about a player, but then when it comes to the team, it's kind of like, no, you should just do whatever, like do right by the player. And sometimes it's not like that. Now, I don't know what the Ravens wanted to offer Patrick Queen or if they even made an offer to him. I don't know that. But when you decide, if it's true that he decided to turn down more money from the Cowboys, or even let's just say Seattle, and you went to the Steelers, that's how you know it's personal. I'm not ever mad at nobody getting their money, but you could have went anywhere but there. So
Yeah.
when you do, you make people feel like it gotta be personal, right?
Oh yeah.
On a surface, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at him. Get your money. I'm a little disappointed at seeing what he got paid. I just thought it would have been more, but the Steelers got a steal with him. I mean, I wish him well. Like I always say, I wish you well, just not against the Ravens. But I just feel like it might have been more personal than business because you could have went anywhere, but you chose to go there for that particular amount of money. It's a little odd to me because what if you don't get another big payday? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I thought he was going to cash in. You were all pro, and you don't cash in on that and
Yeah.
you took that deal like it was like the first day like you didn't talk to so yeah, it just seems personal, but it makes for the rivalry to be interesting again. You know what I mean? Like the Steelers and Ravens rivalry kind of got dry a little bit to me. Didn't
Yeah.
have the same umph that it had in past years. So
For
when you
sure.
do stuff like that, all right, bring it back, let's go.
Yeah, very well said. Very well said. What you got for me, Justin?
Um, Same sentiments. Like you said, and Shannon. Yeah, I did a little couple of research because I was wondering, but yeah, it was the Cowboys, the Seahawks, and supposedly Houston Texans. Committed to Miko Rhymes was hiring him as
Oh
well.
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
those are the three teams that offered him a little bit more money. So and all three teams, well, outside of Seattle, but I see it's tax free. So yeah, it definitely was a little personal, like I said, because we could have gave him that we knew that's what he wanted. You know, we would have gave him that. That was easy. That was our price range anyway to give him like 12 million, 13 million a year. But like I said, he
Right.
probably. But if Trenton Simpson don't come up and play like he did against Pittsburgh week 18, we probably do. We probably give in and pay Queen. Feel me? We probably give in and pay him. But when he flew off the screen, they like the cops like, oh shit, we go ahead and put the checkbook away. You just
Mm-hmm.
saved me a lot of money, yeah. So and they was playing side by side. He outplayed him. I get it was only one game, but still, you wouldn't go off with with the opportunity he got.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Zach Orr spoke highly of him in his interview. He said, man, that wasn't just a one-time thing. That kid is always busting his butt. He flying around. Just when you got two guys like that in front, he just got to wait his turn. He said, man, he's going to be very, very special. He reminds me of myself, but just much, much more athletic. But,
Mm-hmm.
Queen, you know what I mean? Like Patrick Carr said, have fun, man. He going to be. Not only do you got to keep lead blocking, not lead blocking. Not only do you got to get off Patrick Carr's lead block, now you got to tackle Derrick Henry twice a year. So have fun with that, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well said, well said. Look, like I said, I totally agree, man. I mean, I could really kind of just feel what he was going through. I mean, now I'm a little bit older, but I still have the athletic juice in me, and I know how it is when I just want to. Oh, I gotta get this guy. I don't care about nothing right now. I gotta get this guy. I'll take less if I could just get this guy. Yeah, I need that. So I really just think Queen was mad that we didn't value him as much as mad at BK. Because when the season was over, all you heard was, "Oh, we gotta keep mad at BK." He, I'm pretty sure he took that personally. Queen played it great. I mean, 133 tackles. I mean,
He did. He did.
man. I mean, when you see like when they re-signed Matt at BK, they had a highlight tape, and in the highlight tape, it showed all his best plays.
Mm-hmm.
And the majority of two players that I seen around Matt at BK making a play was Jadeveon Clowney and Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. So
So
Patrick Queen, I know, felt definitely was hot,
I'm a,
and
I'm a,
like I said, he didn't even break the bank. He probably thought he was gonna give Roquan money. He thought he was gonna get 20, and teams was like, "Nah, we know that you're good, and you played well, but we know that Roquan kind of made you."
and I was
And
good. Go ahead, Dan.
like you just said, Justin, and you were the first one that said this to me. And I went back and I always watch the Ravens games twice just to make sure I don't miss anything. He, Trenton Simpson did outplay Patrick Queen in that Week 18 game at Pittsburgh. You were absolutely right, absolutely. So this was personal, man. I mean, but like I said, like Shannon just said, I'm gonna wish you well. I mean, him and Roquan, they went together great. That was like Mario and Luigi, man. But now you want to be with the ops, so hey, it is what it is, man.
I'm
But
gonna say,
that Steelers rivalry is back. Russell over there too.
yeah.
Woo!
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say this. I'm gonna say this. Then you move forward, Dave. One player, meaning Metabike, we pushed a guy out so he can shine, meaning Calais Campbell. Queen, we had to bring a guy in for him to shine, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
you're right.
That's what I was going to say too. Like, and Justin, you know how much I was defending Patrick Queen last year. Like,
Yeah.
I've been high on him since we drafted him, thinking about the potential. But we got to be real. We would have never had to go trade for Roquan if Patrick Queen was doing what we needed him to do. So
Yes, yes.
and I'm not saying this as a knock against him because I mean we all say the same thing. Like, yeah, you did great the past year and a half, but what about before that? You know what I mean? So when you think about paying guys, you got to think about that. And Metabike, like Justin said, we push guys out to give him an opportunity, and he showed up and showed out. You can't
Yep.
get rid of somebody like that. So it's no hard feelings, but obviously it's hard feelings with him. So it is what it is.
Totally agree. Totally agree. All right, y'all. On to the next one, man. We got another guy who's now out also at the Patrick Queen. What are your thoughts on Geno Smith joining the Bengals? What you got for me, Shane?
I didn't mind Gino. Like I said, it was a gut punch when you said because you're like, I don't want you to go to our rivals. You know what I mean? But for a guy like Gino, I mean, he deserves it. I'm not mad at him. I wish it was something that we could have paid him. I actually kind of when I started seeing all of the different defensive guys, particularly safeties that were getting released, my immediate thought was, oh, we probably can bring Gino back because I felt like those guys may demand more or command more money than Gino could. But Gino probably went with who was throwing out the money to him first. And I ain't mad at that. That reminds me of Ed Reed when he immediately left and went and signed with the Texans. Not to say that Gino was as washed as Ed Reed was at that point, but Ed Reed jumped on the first team that was willing to give him $15 million. You know what I mean? Like the Ravens weren't giving him that at that stage of his career.
Right.
So I'm not mad at it. And at least he went to the Texans. Gino Stone, you went to the Bengals. So that's another team that we got to battle with, every twice a year. And it's like, but I'm happy for him. He deserved it. Like we seen him work his way to get everything he deserved. So he deserved it. Wish it was another team, but hey.
Right? No doubt. Well said. Well said. What you got for me, Justin?
Man, I cool the same thing with Shannon. Like I say, he definitely, he definitely earned the contract. But the reason he didn't get the money he probably originally thought he was gonna get, it was only one season worth of production. Teams have made this mistake in the past, paid guys big money, 100 million, all that stuff one season, then
Mm-hmm.
they go back to earth. So Cincinnati did it smart. They said, "We'll give you 2 year, 15 million, a decent contract." To see if you're really that good, or was it just the Ravens system and the players you were around them? The reason why you did what
So
you did. So, but yeah, like he was our backup safety, so it would he had to go do that. Like I said, wish he would have went somewhere else. But power to him. Like I said, we do well, just not the 2 games where he got to play the Ravens. But yeah, Geno deserved to get a chance to be a starter.
mhm.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I agree. Like DJ Khaled said, another one. I mean, he is going to really help out the Bengals, man. I mean, because when you sit and look at them, I mean, of course, when Joe Burrow went down, we know that was the season. Browning came in and did a pretty good job, but he's not
Hmm.
Joe Burrow. Come on
For
now,
sure, for
let's
sure,
let's cut
Mhm.
it out.
for sure.
But he's really going to help the Bengals out. He's going to bounce that back in. 7 picks, led the AFC, and you already know he started the season as a backup. So
Hmm.
the Bengals, that was one of the main, weaknesses was their backing in the secondary. When they lost Jesse Bates to Atlanta, they didn't really come with a good replacement. So with Stone in there, that's gonna be tough, man. So he's really gonna help those guys out, man. All right,
Mhm.
on to the next one. Is Trenton Simpson going to be the next breakout player for the Ravens? What you got for me, Shannon?
Um, my answer is no, but it's not because I don't think that he can do it. My answer is no because I think it's going to be Ove. I really do feel like with another offseason under his belt, again, the system is probably won't be totally different than what it was last year. I think that he's going to be the guy that's going to have that breakout season, which is why we were having that conversation on Tuesday about whether or not we should pick up his option. And me and both Justin both agreed that we should. So when we talk about a breakout season, I think it's going to be Owe more than it would be Trenton. But that doesn't mean I don't think that he would do well. Again, he still has to earn that spot next to Roquan. We don't know who it's going to
Yeah.
be. It's going to be a couple of guys in rotation. But when you talk about breakout, I'm looking at Owe.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I do like Ove. All right, what you got for me, Justin?
Uh, I agree. I agree. I think it's going to be an edge rusher, but I'm gonna go with a slightly different edge rusher. If he stays healthy, I'm going David Ojabo because reason I'm going with him.
Ooh.
Teams never have no film on him. The Owell's going to do great for sure, Shannon. We talked
Mm-hmm.
about this too. But when you got a guy that's coming back and you got little to next to no film on him, they're going to leave him one on one, unblocked,
Mm-hmm.
and I just think he's going to go crazy. There's that third year is the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when he's been on the field, he's made plays, sacks, strip sacks. I think it's going to be a job because he's not going to garner that attention. Teams game plan for Owe because they know that speed and all that. Ojabo, he's not going to get as much attention because, like I said, that because of the unfortunate injury. So that's going to leave him one on one. So I'm going to go with David Ojabo for me for the next breakout player.
Okay, okay. Well, look, I think he is going to be the next guy. I think he's going to beat out anybody that they got next to him. He's already sat there. He's learned behind Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen. I mean, he's been patiently waiting just for that opportunity. I mean, this guy was a great player at Clemson. I mean, we really
Mm-hmm.
got a
Mm-hmm.
steal. I was
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
surprised that we picked him, he was still available in the third round. This guy's 22 years old out of Clemson, 6'2", big guy too, 238 pounds, runs a 4.40. Great athlete, big hitter. And we already know he's only had one start against Week 18. But look, that's 7 tackles and that sack. I mean, look, I think this is going to be a breakout guy. He's going. I think he's a bigger, could be more athletic than Patrick Queen. And you already
Yeah.
know you playing next to Roquan. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be Simpson. That's what I think. Like I said, no film on him. You don't know what's coming. But look, this guy can get sideline to sideline. and he loved to tackle, man. So I think he's gonna open up some eyes this year.
And the
I can't
piggyback
wait to see him play.
and the
You
piggyback on
know,
what you said, they all going to make everything easy for him because by him being a former linebacker, he gonna communicate with him, give him extra little nuggets, and spend time with him. So that he has that to his benefit.
yeah,
And
definitely.
I was gonna say the good thing about this segment is we all pick different people. So that
Right,
means that goes to show that we have a lot of guys that we can look forward to make an impact on the team for next year and in the future. So that's a good thing.
absolutely. But another thing to get back to what you said, Shannon, I kind of think Owe already kind of he didn't really break out and be like one of our star players, but we know who he is now. He has improved every year. But
When I say breakout, I mean when I say break, I'm thinking about like remember like Judon, right? How we had to franchise him. Like when
yeah,
guy if we don't pick up his option, he's gonna be even hungrier. So then that's what I was telling Justin about why I feel like we
right.
should pick up his option because you don't want to get in that situation again, like we've seen with countless pass rushers have that one good year, then they end up on the Vikings, the Browns, the Jets, the Patriots because we didn't get something done before then. So that's the only reason why I think that it'll be him because we still had other guys around him last year that would more stand out than him. And if we don't pick up that option, he's going to come back hungry, really, really with something to prove because now he's playing for a contract not only from us but for the rest of the league.
Absolutely.
So
True. That's true. And I agree. Don't make that same mistake twice. You didn't pick up the
look,
50 on Patrick Queen. He could still be on the team. Don't do it again. Pick all the way up. But let Bateman go. Get out of here, Bateman. All right, on to the next one, man. What Ravens player is under the most pressure besides Lamar Jackson? What you got for me, Shannon?
Ronnie Stanley. And I don't even really gotta do no whole bunch of explaining about that. I think we all know why. We just saw him get his contract restructured. I mean, I think this is like a make or break year for him being here. Like at this point, we can't keep going through like when we started rotating tackles, that was an issue. Like
Yeah,
even though we were
yeah,
talking about it
yeah,
last year and we
yeah,
were
yeah.
saying at least we're getting through it, that is not the way to win games. Like and
No,
especially not the
no.
way to win championships. So Ronnie Stanley.
No doubt. All right, what you got for me, Justin?
That's a good one, but to keep it different and keep it unique, I'm gonna go with the guy you just said not too long ago, who you said need to get up out of here.
Bateman?
Yes, sir. If you
Yeah.
drafted you in the first round, I get it. All like I told Shannon when I posted a picture with him and Hollywood numbers, they basically dogged Hollywood for wanting out of the system. Fine, he done. That's you. They're paying. Like you know what I mean? That's fine. But the numbers say otherwise. Bateman, like I said, the man has yet to have found. We didn't draft you in the first round to be to give us number 4 receiver production. Like we drafted you to get 1,000 yards, 80 catches, double digit touchdowns. Yes, injuries, but how long are we going to keep playing the injury card? We were low key trying to call him our injury card. We only missed 10 games. Bateman missed way more than that, and we keep giving him grace. So it's like, so yeah, it's definitely Rashad Bateman, man. Because like you said, that option rate get declined. So if he don't come out and give us a stellar year, he's going to end up just being Rashad Bryant, being number 2, number 3 for the rest of his career. So it's definitely Rashad Bateman. See, look, I got him. It's called Rashad Bryant. That's what he played like. Rashad Bateman for me.
Man, I feel you on that. I I'm actually agree with Shannon. I think Bateman is number 2, but I kind of think Bateman. We already kind of seen what he is last year. Like that's why you went and got Odell Beckham. That's why you drafted Zay Flowers. That's why you bought Nelson Aguilar in last year because you already know that you can't count on Bateman. I think Bateman is what he is. He's a number 3, number 4 guy. I think that's just who he is. Like he can help your team, but he's never just going to be that star, that starter. Hey, I need a 3rd and 5. I need you to get it. He might get it sometimes, but I'm not counting on to get it. But I agree with Shannon. It's Ronnie Stanley. I mean, come on. This guy was Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde last year. He's been battling injuries for the last couple of years, and he just looked a step slow at times. PFF had him as the 45th ranked tackle last year with a 64 grade. In school, that's a D minus, man. That's not good, man. I mean, come on, Ronnie Stanley. It's now or never. I need you to pick it
Mm-hmm.
up, man. Come on, man. You need some milk. I need you to get back to where you're going to have the juice, man. Come on, Ronnie Stanley. Come on. Block. All right, next one. Do we still have expectations for David Ojabo? Well, look, I'm gonna start off with Justin first, since he just talked about David Ojabo. What you got for me, Justin?
Uh, yes, to an extent, because like I say, he was a second round pick, but we know he's coming off an injury, so whatever he can get it. First of all, we just want him to make it, play all 16, 17 games. That's the start.
Right.
Stat wise, whatever he can give us, if he give us 5, 6 sacks, that's a plus. Like I said, because he missed a lot of time. So I'm gonna just start there first. I'm gonna start with the floor. But like I said, I think I got a funny feeling he's gonna come out and shock the world, get 10 sacks, and show people like, hey, don't forget, I was going to be a top 10 talent before I got hurt in the combine. And like you said, nobody's gonna be paying him no mind. So like I said, it's basically just it's everything. It can't get no lower because like I said, because he missed time. But if I had to give a stat prediction, I'll give him 8 to 10 sacks.
Ooh, okay. All right. What you got for me, Shannon?
The only expectations I had for him is to be healthy. We talked about it before with drafting him. It was definitely a steal because, like you said, Justin, he could have been a top 10 draft pick, but he got hurt. But he really hasn't been as available for us as we need him to be. So the only expectation I have is to be available. Availability is the best ability. And if he's out there, then I feel like he's going to be productive.
Okay. I'm going to say no. He's a backup at this point because, like we just said earlier, I need Jadeveon Clowney back and I need Kyle Van Noy back because I can't count on David Ojabo. I mean, like we just said, this guy would have been a top 15 pick. Achilles injury, that's sad. I've had the Achilles injury. They are tough. And I never came back the same. But I mean, of course, I'm not 22, 23 years old no more. But I mean, I just think he's a backup at this point right now. You can always improve. You're still young. You got time. You can, and you haven't played very much. But he looked overmatched in the preseason last year. He got beat up a little bit in game 1, and then you tapped out for the season. I mean, come on, Ojabo. I don't know.
But Dave, you forgot he got a big strip sack game 1 too. But
True. So once again, I'm not throwing him away, but he's definitely going to be fighting for his job because
for sure.
I think they're definitely going to bring in some other guys in the draft. I really want them to draft an edge rusher within the first 3 rounds. So all right, on to the next one. Oh, now
hold on before you start, D. How many more we got? I know
man, we almost done. I probably got like 3 or 4 more. But you see, we roll, we cruise. You see, we cruising through it though. We cruising through it, like it's fluid, baby. I got you. All right, now, what free agent do you want the most that's still out there? What you got for me, Shannon?
Honestly, I wish I had some names in front of me right now because it's not anybody like the person I want is not a free agent. And it's Justin Jefferson. It's Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Like I would like, but I know that
Shannon, we got a better chance of hitting the lottery than getting him.
my point is this, right? Because I was talking about this with my cousins. I didn't know what it's called. I didn't even know if the Vikings had ever paid him, and they haven't paid him yet. He's about to play out on his 5th-year option. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I don't even know if it could be on the table. I don't know. So if it was on the table, yes, that's a guy that he's not even a free agent, but that's who I want to go after. But as far as like, I just feel like we really need a wide receiver. Like I wouldn't mind having another veteran wide receiver coming in, and somebody who I know is available right now because I believe he just got cut is Mike Williams from the Chargers, right? Mm-hmm. So if I can't get Justin Jefferson, then that's who I would want to bring in.
Okay, I like Mike Williams too. What you got for me, Justin?
I'm gonna name 5 names. Clowney because he's still a free agent, even though we just talked about him. Dalton Rosner, I want to solidify his O-line. Kevin Zeitler, Mike Williams, and then at corner, because we need some corner help, I'll go Xavier Howard because, like I said, The
Ooh.
kid just led the league in picks not too long ago. With the Marlon getting banged up, him, Brandon Stevens, Marlon, and then the rookie. Because we're gonna draft a corner, and the young corner we draft. Yeah, those 5 people right there.
Okay. Man, I thought you was gonna say my guy. All right, the one I want, give me Tyron Smith from left tackle from Dallas.
Go ahead.
I
I'm
mean, look,
gonna get my thoughts on that once you finish.
all right, he's still one of the best in the game. He
No,
just
for
got
sure.
cut from Dallas, but not because he can't play, because of injury. If he stay healthy and the price is right, perfect vet. 33 years old, 12 years. This is an 8-time Pro Bowler,
Oh, for sure.
two-time,
Beast for sure. Ain't no doubt about that.
two-time All Pro. When he got cut, he had an 8-year, $97 million contract, making $12 million a year. Hey, if we could grab him up for maybe like 2 years, 16 mil, come on over and help protect Lamar. Hey, maybe we could put Ronnie Stanley on the right side. So hey,
Nah, you better. I see my only pushback with that is we y'all just got on Ronnie about durability, and rightfully so. Fair. Tyron Smith been hurt more than him.
that's true.
Tyron
That's what I
Smith been
said.
hurt more than
For
him.
that
That's what I'm
right
saying.
price.
That's what. Yeah, I'm trust me. I would love it, but I'm just letting y'all know what's good for the goose is good for what.
Right? I
The
got
gander.
there.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's
So
what I was going to say. I was going to say, how are we going to say a lot about Ronnie Stanley? Didn't want to bring him in. Like that
right,
don't even
yeah,
make sense
that's
to me.
why thank you, Sha. That's why from a talent aspect, I would love it because he's a Hall of Fame player. But we getting on one tackle for the same thing, and we're gonna bring another one that's been more injured. But I like the thinking.
No doubt. No doubt. I mean, like I said, hey, but like you said, same thing about Mike Williams. I mean, hey, like I said, it's all about the right price. It's all about the right price. I mean, I get it though. I understand, but hey, well, if he's healthy, you never know. Like I said, that this one right here, that's I think that could really put that line over the top. Well, we're going to be active in the draft on the offensive line, no doubt about it.
Right.
All right, now, what's your thoughts on some of these recent moves? Stanley restructuring the contract, Bowser getting cut, and Morgan Moses getting traded. What you got for me, Shannon?
The restructure is expected. We talked about that. It needed to be done. We needed the cap space anyway. And like we said, his play has been not what we needed it to be. So that's kind of like expected. Bowser, okay, finally, like, are we going to get answers about what happened last year? Like, what happened? Everybody is tight-lipped about it. I don't know if you all saw when he was tweeting about it recently, like, oh, if you only knew, like, knew what? Like, what happened? Was you heard or not? Like, I don't know. So I'm just glad that we don't have to talk about what's wrong with Bowser anymore. But good luck to him or whatever he's going to do next. And you said trading Moses. I was kind of shocked by that. I was a little shocked. I didn't know. I didn't think that he would have been up for a trade. But we were just talking about tackles and rotating tackles when we were talking about that with Ronnie Stanley, and it's like I'm not mad at it. I was a little surprised as I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't thinking about him in that sense of trading away, but didn't move me one way or another. Like, okay, now we know for sure this offseason the offensive line is like should be number one focus at this point.
No doubt, no doubt. What you got for me, Justin?
I'm gonna be short and sweet so we can keep it rolling. Sorry, but close to an hour. I understand, like you said, it was expected and needed because, like I said, and I'm always taking up for him because when healthy, he is one of the better tackles in the league. But he's been still nursing injury, like you said, rotating tackles. That's never a good thing. So he had to get back. Tyus Bowser, I mean, Shannon, you ain't gotta wonder what happened to him. He wanted to be Michael Jordan, and boom, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. Now he can go hoop all he wants.
Right.
So that's it with that. Morgan Moses, he only had 1 year left on his contract, and we saved $6 million. So and we got an extra pick, and we moved down 20 spots. So and obviously Daniel Faalele must have been looking good because the main thing Joe D said he wanted him to slim down. So I'm guessing they liking what they see. So they're like, hey, we only have 1 year anyway, so let's go ahead and get something for you while we can, and give Faalele a shot or get a rookie in here to compete. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like all the moves. I mean, I really like Moses. I just think he's more of a salary cap casualty. But like I said, we had to free up that 5.5 million to pay Henry, and I still think they got to free up some money because they're trying to bring back Van Noy and Clowney. So and then Stanley, thank you. I know that freed up 8 million, and Tyus Bowser. I mean. This should have been happened. Five. That's another 5.5. So that's almost 20 million that'll be freed up. So that's big.
Mm-hmm.
We need that. As we gotta try and keep as many guys as we can. Eric DeCosta, he gonna make it happen. But you gotta have some money to go do it. So all right,
Mm-hmm.
y'all. Look, it's the last one, man. So we've covered all that in under an hour. I told you I was gonna get you under an hour. All right, which AFC North team is the biggest threat right now? What you got for me, Shane?
Mm, I would still say the Bengals because if Joe Burrow's healthy, I mean
Mhm.
they're probably a top 2, 3 team in the league. Um, they're still going to probably have T Higgins, even though I know he's the requesting a trade. They don't have to trade him. They still have Jamar, and as long as you have a core like that, the defense is always pretty solid. So I would probably say the Bengals.
Okay. Like I said, this one's interesting. All right, I want to see what you think. What you think about Justin? Who you think is the biggest threat in the AFC North right now?
Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. The way how the defense played, and then Deshaun should be healthy. Nick Chubb coming back. They added Jerry Judy and stuff like that. So yeah, they just picked up some other linebackers. So definitely Cleveland Browns. The Bengals, yeah, Joey B is the man, but they got some issues on the old line. Got to revamp their defense a little bit. But the most complete team other than us in the division is the Cleveland Browns. So they the biggest threat in my opinion.
Okay, okay. Look, I'm agree with you, Justin. I still think it's Cleveland. Also, they had a top three defense. Deshaun Watson is coming back. He was playing well before he got hurt, but also I still think he's halfway kind of on notice now because I think Joe Flacco really kind of outplayed him when he got there. So
Mm-hmm.
they re-signed Darius Smith. You already know they
Mm-hmm.
still have Miles Garrett, one of the best in the game. They replaced Anthony Walker, one of their best tacklers, with Jordan Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
And also, no one's talking about if this guy's healthy, Nick Chubb is coming back.
I
Now,
just
if
I
he's
just
any,
said that. Yeah, I just said that.
yeah. Oh, I didn't even hear you. My bad. Yeah, well, look, if he's anything like he was before, man, look out because he was one of the best in the league. And then, of course, the trade, like you just said, for Jerry Judy to go with Amari Cooper, David Njoku, he played well. Elijah Moore. So, look. Yeah, I think it's Cleveland, but this division is really going to be tough, man. It's going to be a lot to get
Mm-hmm.
through, man. So, but that was it, man. Look, I told you I was going to cover all them topics in under an hour, man. I should have put a bet on.
Oh man, great topics there, great show. Great stuff. Like I said, you guys are always doing amazing stuff with this, man. Since you led the way, Dave, anything you want to say? I'm gonna start with you first.
Oh, no doubt, man. Listen, man. Hey, thanks for everybody for tapping in and just showing us love. And I'm working on something big, man. Look, I'm trying to drop it this year, but I'm still working on it. And when I get a little bit closer to it, I'm gonna let y'all know. So but until then, tap in. We're gonna be here. We're gonna keep y'all up there on these Ravens, man. I think last year was supposed to be the year. We still gonna be there. It's gonna be close. I think we got it this year. So we gotta keep going. Gotta make moves. It's still early.
Well said, David. Go ahead, Shannon.
Something else that happened that was announced today or late yesterday, but it was about us making Odell a post June 1st cut, and we know that was for cap purposes as well. Um, I I was okay with him coming back. Like I really was. Like thinking about just like we talk about bringing guys back who were here last year, contributed to certain things. I was okay with bringing him back. However, I just feel like we need more production from our wide receivers. And in order for our game to our passing game to be what we want it to be, we really need wide receivers who can actually do it. Like not coming back, not recovering from an injury, not trying to prove this. Like a solid number one. Last year we hoped it could be Bateman. I think everybody is kind of souring on
Busy,
Bateman at
bro.
this point. Kind of souring on him at this point. But like with Odell, I do wish him well. I thank him for last year and the leadership that he provided for the guys.
Hmm.
But I'm not surprised that happened. Like he didn't do what we needed him to do.
I agree, Shannon.
Not for
Uh,
15 million.
Absolutely. No, you had it right first time, ODB, because he is an old dirty bastard. But anyway, yeah, we had to because we couldn't afford to get him no $50 million for 500 yards. Like, ain't no in the world. Like, that's like $10 million per yard. No, we're good. Like I tell everybody, be patient. More moves will be made. Like you said, we got Derrick Henry, got Justin BK. We made a small underrated move. We signed Brent Urban. Josh Johnson is going to be quarterback number 2. Looks like Huntley going to be wherever. He long season away from here. I'm cool because I still didn't get over that him trying to be Ed Bud on the goal line. So
Oh, let me ask you a question real quick because I said this today. Because I saw that Tyler Huntley was talking to the Eagles, right? What would you guys think about? Because I don't know if y'all see what's going on with Justin Fields. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with him. I don't know if they're going to trade him because they were showing the teams who are quarterback needy right now. I don't know if that's going to work. But how would you feel if the Ravens traded for Justin Fields to back up Lamar Jackson?
No. I'm gonna start first. No, because the minute Lamar don't have a good game, the headlines are gonna go crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a quarterback controversy waiting to happen.
No, absolutely no.
So y'all think highly of Justin then? If you think it's going to be quarterback,
he's a starting quarterback. Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree. No, so the point was, I'll sum this up real quick. The guy was saying he don't understand why people feel like being a backup is beneath Justin Fields, and I was saying I don't know what he's done. I don't know what he's done for him not to deserve to be a starter. Like, the Bears haven't done the best job building around him. But is it beneath him? No. Like, the guy was naming different quarterbacks that are respected around the league who had to do that at one point. And I'm just saying that if teams are gonna treat him that way and he has to be a back, I would rather him be a backup than out the league. Right? That's my whole thing. Because I don't like the way he's being treated right now with Chicago. So that's why I was asking the question. Like,
speak on that real fast. The Bears just they they know they got the golden goose, the number 1 pick, so they hold all the cards.
Yeah,
but if the GM's smart, he will stick with him and build. Because say if he come in, he draft Caleb.
Same thing I said.
As soon as Caleb played against Notre Dame and all these tougher teams, he got exposed a little bit. Then he started pouting. Wow,
he did.
That's why I can't deal with that boy. That crying took me out.
Yeah, so if he's smart, don't buy into the hype and stick with Short and just build around. Get Marvin Harrison, get one of them top corners or something.
That's what I said.
Because people forget the Bears were 8-9. They were 1 game away from getting the playoffs. They beat the Packers in the playoffs. So, but anyway, it's a no for me. Falls down the backup.
When he came back off injury, he played well. Look, and like I said, I honestly think this: like, they're not going to give him away for a 5th round, 6th round pick.
No, they're not.
If you're going to trade for him, at least a 2.
At the very least.
No lower than a 3. No lower. But like I said, if I'm Chicago, like you said, they hold all the cards. So if I was them, I'll keep Fields. If you don't get a good trade that you like, trade down maybe Washington. Hey, Washington, you want to move up a spot? Give me a first rounder for next year, and I stay at number 2, and go get Marvin Harrison. And then you still got the number 9 pick. You get the best player available. Chicago's not far off.
So
I agree.
It doesn't have to be Caleb Williams. I mean, I think he's going to be great. I think he will be great. But if you add Justin Fields, you're still good. So I think, like you said, Chicago's holding on the cup. And something happened on draft day. On draft day, someone could say, hey, we didn't get the guy we want. I think, teams will go, I think 1, 2, 3 is going to be quarterbacks. Then I think someone's going to trade up. Someone wants J.J. McCarthy. I think Bo Nixon, I think Michael Penix will still go in their first round some way. I think Penix could be like Lamar, like someone at the bottom of the first round, someone's going to trade up and get that 5th year out of it. Because Michael Penix is, man, this guy can throw the ball, man. What? Someone need to pick him.
All right, Dave, I got to reel you back in because it's almost about to be an hour. So,
my bad.
Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Come back Tuesday. Shannon, I'm pretty sure she's going to have some good stuff for us. We're going to continue our mock draft. And then the following Thursday, Dave going to have some good stuff for us. So, y'all enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the NBA games, March Madness, all that good stuff. So, make sure y'all trade. You know what it stands for. It's Talking Ravens all day, every day from your host, Justin P. And my 2 MVP co-hosts, Ms. Shannon Finch and Super Dave, the mailman. Love y'all guys, and we are out.
Good night, guys.
Good night.